Hope everyone's having a great day. This is Nico with Brands That Impact, and we are here at the Paper Mill, Billings' newest event venue, and we are ready to check it out. Come on with me. We are here with Teresa Larson, owner of the Paper Mill, and she's been so kind enough to come give us a tour of the space. So thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. Should we get started?
Yes, we're excited, so let's get started. Yeah, it's my first time here, so I wanted to make it all a surprise. I tried not to walk around or sneak around, even though it was hard to try not to peek around the corner, but we're excited.
Great.
Beautiful. So tell us a little bit about this space. I see right here like a bar countertop. Is this where you guys would have the bar?
Yes, it is, exactly. We came in and there wasn't anything here. It was just an empty space, and thought with this central area, that it'd be awesome for people to walk in, the bar to be here in this area. And so we had this custom built for the Paper Mill, and it was just blown my mind. It's just a beautiful piece of work, and I am super happy to have it here.
It is gorgeous. I love the finishes, and once you're in person and get to see it and feel it, I love the logo in the middle, so that's really cool. So let's walk along over here. Like you mentioned, this is a pretty open area too, so that people can do what they imagine with it as well.
Right, yes. This is our common area that we have for people who come in and have events. They have free access to this space as well. It's obviously where people would come and get their bar services, where they would enter with the coat rack as well. They can kind of set their things aside and focus on the event.
Yeah, absolutely. Connecting with folks. There's some cocktail tables that people can have a drink in, mingle, because events are all about connecting. So you guys have created that space to, right off the bat, people can start having conversations there. So people can get welcomed in here, and we're all excited to see it all. So love all the brick too. We're obsessed with brick, the brick being, naturally exposed there.
Yeah, this area that we're in now is actually the original building. And as far as I can tell, it was built in the early 1900s. And it is amazing, honestly, that, like you're saying, the brick is still here, the original brick, the original flooring, the original beams. Like, obviously modern touches have been added. There's now electricity and plumbing and all of those necessities, but everything else is original, and we're trying to do our best to keep it that way.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
Yes, this brick, this was the original building that we see here, used to be the exterior of the building, and then the room that we're standing in now is an addition that was added on in 1950s.
This is a beautiful setup right here with the colors and what you guys have done. Is this included within the venue, or how do you guys create this?
Actually, this is one of our partner decorators and event planners, Adorn, Montana. Kelsey here has come and set up an example table for people to kind of see the possibilities, not only of her talents, but also of how it looks in the space as well. And I think that really gives it just starts people's thinking process and their imagination. So we're super happy to have Kelsey have her set up here and to be able to work with Adorn, Montana.
Absolutely. Shout out to Adorn, Montana. They've done a spectacular job. And like she said, it gets your mind thinking about all the colors and possibilities that you can include in your own wedding or event as well. And then also, I'm sure decorators will have a fun time doing their whole vision boards and planning in this white canvas right here that you guys have provided for them.
Yeah, that is certainly our hope, is to provide a space that does provide some sort of creativity and some sort of individuality. Obviously, the historical industrial charm is here. As you can see, it's set up for an event on Saturday for a baby shower. Beautiful. As part of our events, we do include tables and chairs. We will do our best to get the tables and chairs set up where the client or the guest would like them to be. And of course, they can come in and kind of tweak things as well to make it perfect for their event. Right
Awesome.
Now, we brought in some couches and chairs for the baby shower. There's some serving tables that is also included in the event. It's an option with the clients to make it their own.
That's awesome. So I also see that you've included some couches and some different furniture here. Is that an option here as well? Is that in the rentals, or is that options that they can further add on things in there?
Sure. Yeah, these couches and chairs are normally set up in our gathering room, which can be used for several different event styles, as well as a bridal room. That's an option too. So just being able to move them into different spaces to provide different atmospheres is something that we absolutely can do.
Love it. Yeah, love the flexibility that the space offers, because I could also see, like, ceremonies happening on this side, and as we move to the other side, maybe the reception could be there or vice versa, and in that way, if you need to have the whole event here, then that can happen as well.
Yes, exactly. That is a really big drawing point, I feel, that of something that we can offer is that flexibility. We don't have to stop in the middle of the event, redecorate and reorganize and set things up for something totally different. Where they just simply move and it flows much better, I believe.
100%. Yeah, it does happen something with psychology of flowing of the room, as we mentioned, like the person entering, and then the different areas that you can have like different lighting into as the day flows. Then people can have more fun as the reception approaches and people are ready to party on. Thank you for showing us the West Hall, Teresa. This is awesome. So tables and chairs are included, and they will do everything they can to place them in the spots that are perfect for your event. So that's awesome. We love the brick as well. Can we talk a little bit about the historicness of the building and how important that is as well?
Yes. Like we said before, that center area was the original building built in the early 1900s. From what I know, this section, as well as the East Hall, was added on in 1951 or so. Wow. This building was mainly used as a paper warehouse. It was called the Carpenter Paper Company. One interesting note I remember reading is that when they first opened, they would deliver paper by horse and buggy. And I thought,
wow.
like, that just really puts that in my mind, how long this building has been here, and how successful that paper company was. They were open, I know, for at least 100 years or so. They started in Omaha, Nebraska, and have branched out all over the country. I do believe there's still a couple operations that are still running under that paper company. But
that's an incredible story. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. That is really, really incredible. And I love that you introduced like the name as well, like the paper mill, into the venue. So love keeping that, that whole aura of the building into the paper mill's name as well. So I assume that's where the name comes from. Is that correct?
Yes, you're exactly right. We did want to kind of keep the historical note, and move it forward into the future.
That's cool. So that's where the name comes from. Perfect. So we're going to head on over to the east wing and come along over this way. People could do all sorts of things with this area for like cocktail hour or different events. It doesn't have to be all weddings, because there's really so many different types of events that can happen in that need a base for. What about, is there any like options for like maybe like renting just one room, or how does that work with you?
Yes, of course. Like you've seen already, and we'll see, there's several different room layouts, and the options are limitless. As far as we are concerned, we just want this to be just this blank canvas for somebody to come in and just be creative and use the space for what is best for them.
Awesome. So you can come check it out and see, what room and what space you might need for your guest count for your specific event. Obviously, if it's a wedding, you're going to maybe need the whole place. If it's a baby shower, you maybe need one or two rooms, depending on what you're planning for and then the scale of the event. So there's flexibility there here at the paper mill. That's cool. Teresa has taken us over to the East Hall, and I love how big this room is. So I was instantly curious on how many people you guys can have an event for here at the paper mill.
That's a great question. The paper mill will hold 450 guests, and I feel like you're exactly right. Like that, the space provides for a big party, and we hope that somebody can take advantage of that and really celebrate whatever it is they're celebrating.
That's awesome. Yeah, you can do lots of things with this room. I can even see potentials for like, you know, music videos or artists using this space to create different things as well, just because it is such an open space and people with taller ceilings as well. And so it's really cool to be able to have this space in Billings right here in downtown.
I love your creative mind. See, that's what I love. Talking to all kinds of people, and they take a look at the space and have all these fun ideas.
Yeah, that's so awesome that you guys are flexible with the types of things that you can do, and you know, holding up to 450 people for an event, that would be amazing. That would be a huge gathering, and people would celebrate that. I know as a DJ and as a photographer myself, this is a beautiful space. And I love all the brick too. I know I've said it like 5 times, but that's really cool. Awesome. So we're here on the other side of the building where the groom would be getting ready, but also there's so much versatility in this room for all these type of events. So awesome. So there's some chairs, refrigerator, and all places to sit as well here. So what were you guys' thoughts behind this room?
Sure. Yeah, we wanted to provide somewhere relaxing and casual for grooms and their party to come, get ready, hang out, you know, relax, watch TV, grab a drink while they're getting ready and waiting for the wedding to begin. Also, the versatility of this space, you know, it's also available for any of the event hosts, whatever event it is, to come and, you know, store their things if they need to prepare, you know, for a presentation or prepare a game or something that they are wanting to do at their event. They can come in here and store their things and prepare for that. So it's the groom's room or the lounge, however works best.
Beautiful. That's awesome. Well, it's really cool that they have so many looks in different rooms. So what would this room be?
But as we spent more time in the area, we realized that it could just be a wonderful gathering room for smaller parties. And we have actually a party of 20 that are coming in and using this space for their activities as well. And it just feels a little bit more intimate. The lighting's totally different than in the rest of the building. And for smaller parties, I feel like some of these larger rooms would just be so overwhelming, and that this provides an opportunity to still be intimate and still have fun and enjoy each other.
Beautiful. Let's check it out. I'm excited. I see a lot of white and natural light coming in. So that is very cool. We love those cream white tones, and then with the lighting coming in, yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. You could get a lot of getting ready photos with brides here that I'm already stunned by, and I love that gray wall as well. And it's very ample room, you know, for many people if they needed to get ready, or like you mentioned, even like a whole event can have family and friends intimately gathering here as well.
Yes, no, I think that works perfectly in this space. As you can see now, we have it's set up as a bridal room. We have our vanities here for people in the bridal party to get ready themselves. And so, yes, so the vision is to, you know, have a seat here, plug in your hair accessories, curling iron, blow dryer, whatever you need. There's a drawer for your things with stools to sit down. And
that's awesome. So big wedding parties are welcome. If you have lots of bridesmaids, they each can have their own little spot, little area to get ready in, or if they're waiting for makeup artists as well, multiple people can be getting ready at the same time, since that is a big part of the wedding process. Takes a lot of the day for sure. So enjoying that in a beautiful room that has natural light is really cool. So you can feel relaxed, and then you get all of the white in the room, which also, you know, fills those shadows, and you can feel really nice. And then otherwise, what event are you guys having planned for coming up in this room?
Sure. A birthday party.
Nice. So people are always asking on Facebook Marketplace, everywhere, where you can have a birthday party, and Paper Mill is an option here as well if you're having a birthday party for your kiddo, or if you're celebrating a big milestone where there's 30, 40, you can also enjoy it here. It's awesome. Yeah, what instantly caught my eye when we came in here was the brick, of course, and then the natural light. So can you guys tell us a little bit about how much you love the natural light in here?
Sure. Yes, well, yes, this is my favorite room of the entire building, and probably is because of the natural light. It just feels warm and bright. We honestly walk in and don't even need to turn lights on, but it certainly is warm and inviting. I agree with you.
Makeup artists and hair artists are going to love that because of all the natural light that's coming in, and photographers, of course, and videographers, of course. We always crave that light, so it'll be an inviting place for people to get ready or have any type of event here. I specifically like this wall because, like Kayla was mentioning off camera, her and I have this dream photo. I believe it's the same one where kind of the lighting hitting the bride. We can do lots of fun things here for photography. So this is awesome. Beautiful room. Thanks for showing us the bridal room, Teresa. When we walked into this room, when we saw the net, so we were really curious about what can be possible in this room.
Right now we have it set up as a pickleball court with temporary lines that
awesome.
Can come up, of course, if somebody doesn't want it set up as a pickleball court, but it is obviously an option. And we know with Montana's weather, sometimes indoor sports and indoor activities are the best. And also, there was a birthday party in December for a little boy, and they brought in a bouncy house. And because of the large ceilings and the large rooms, we were able to accommodate that as well.
That's
when
awesome.
Usually, bouncy houses are an outside activity, and
Yeah,
you
100%.
wouldn't think at all of having a bouncy house at a December birthday party. So we're happy as well to be able to provide that type of flexibility.
Yes, 100%. And that is so cool. You can bouncy house or pickleball. You can do pretty much an outdoor activity inside, and that is so essential when we have such long winters, especially this harsh winter that we've got this last year. So that is awesome that this can be really, really flexible, and you can have the other rooms available to do what your vision is as well. This is so awesome. So we can come here and play some pickleball, do some competition. This is where all the behind the scene action happens with all the vendors and stuff. So is this the dock that you guys have? Is this a door where people can come in and do their setup?
Exactly, yes. This is our loading dock area, and it serves a really great purpose for our vendors. They can just pull up outside, unload their trucks, come right on in, and makes it super easy to bring things in and out. I really like the flexibility of that and the convenience that it offers vendors.
Absolutely. You know, weddings and events are a big collaboration of different vendors, so they've made it easy for setup as well. And right here, and they even have a freezer for ice over here if you're needing ice for your event. I've seen it lots of times where ice is needed, so that's awesome that you guys have it back here, as well as making it easy for vendors to set up. Food can go where you think would be best for your event flow. There's really, really lots of areas to do it. Maybe in other places there's just one area, but here you can set it up, you know, how you would like it, either buffet style, or if people are wanting to do like a new trend that we've seen in weddings is like people doing like a family style like foods where they like share the food, just like each table gets like their own food and then they share it together, or if it's like plated dinner, of course, that as well. So that is really, really cool. So many rooms at the paper mill. This is awesome. So what is this room?
This is our prep area for caterers or people coming to prep food. Like you're saying, there's lots of different options of how to serve food. And so we just want to make sure that there's ample room for that preparation to happen, and also storage for cold items. And there's also a warming oven for warm items, and then the areas to clean and disinfect, you know, all the things that need to happen with caterers.
Yeah, that's great. Lots of fridges and even something to warm up. Wanted to thank you once again, Teresa, for letting us see the venue for the first time and inviting us, being so kind. I wanted to know a little bit about your passion behind behind this, and what made you start this journey?
The passion that's behind this project was just to be able to provide a space with historical significance and industrial charm to people who had a vision, wanted to provide and create an event for something special in their life, or even for, a corporate event that they needed to be able to share with their employees. So I feel like that the opportunity was available, and I'm so happy to be able to provide that to Billings. The area downtown is one of my favorite places in Billings, and I feel so lucky to be a part of that. It is certainly a collaboration, all the business owners and neighbors downtown, to create a beautiful place for Billings.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is absolutely beautiful. When did you guys start the journey? When did it officially begin, the paper mill?
I have owned this building at 2019 Montana Avenue since 2021, and this spring the previous tenant had moved out, and in looking at the space and trying to figure out the best use of it, the idea for an event center came to be in August, and I was able to hire an event manager, Nikita Ratzberg, and she has really helped springboard this space and the idea as well, and helped make it what it is. Our first event actually was December 6th of 2024, and we have been fairly consistent since then. As far as events goes, there's usually at least something going on weekly, if not more than one thing going on. So it's been a really great project, and I've been honored to be a part of it and really excited to see the future.
That is so awesome. That is wonderful to have a new event space right here in downtown Billings. It was very much needed, so we welcome you with open arms, as us having our studio in downtown. Now we're officially neighbors, so thank you, Teresa, for inviting us once again. We absolutely love this big tour of the paper mill, so thank you. We love being able to support new ventures and businesses that are in downtown and in Billings. So what would be a great way for people to support you and help you out in this new journey?
Thank you very much for your support. And I think the best way that people could help grow this venture and help make it really part of downtown Billings would be to talk about the paper mill. Come and take a tour, come and visit. We'd love to have anybody anytime, and certainly think about us for your next celebration. We are happy to collaborate with you to provide the best experience and make your next celebration everything that you'd want it to be.